The Heian period was from 794 to 1185 CE. It took place in Japan. The Heian period was known as a time period of peace and stability. During the Heian period, it had a monarchy government. The government had 32 different emperors over the 400-year time period. The royal line of emperors descended from the sun goddess. Kemu was the first emperor. Each area of Japan has a ruler known as a shogun. The emperor gave power to these people because they were good military figures. Over time, the shogun's power was more important, and the emperor was just a figure in the Heian period. During this period, Chinese influence gradually started to stop. Arts, poetry, and literature dominated this period. Beauty is reflected by the various forms of art. Beauty was widely considered an important part of what made a good person. The noble woman, Murasaki Shibaku, wrote the Tale of Genji. This novel is sometimes called the world's first novel. The main form of writing is known as kana phonetics. Kana is traditionally said to have been invented by the Buddhist priest Kakui in the 9th century. Buddhism began to spread through Japan during the Heian period, primarily through two major popular sects, Tendai and Shingon. A new class of military force called the samurais formed. Their purpose was to protect the people and their property. Along with adding, the samurais' new military advancements developed. These included new training methods, more powerful armor, bows, horses, and stronger swords. An aristocratic group that was very influential during the Heian period was the Fujiwara family. They controlled the political scene by marrying the women off to the royal family. Most aristocratic women were isolated from contact with men outside their immediate family and spent most of their days behind screens. Because they weren't allowed to talk to other men, poetry was how lovers would communicate. In the Heian period, there was social stratification of people. There were only considered two classes, the nobles, such as the Fujiwara clan, and higher positions in administration, and the commoners. Those are merchants, peasants, soldiers, and artisans. There were also a lower class of non-persons, which were slaves and outcasts. Since Japan is an island, the only way to trade with other countries was with the use of a ship. During around 1000 CE, the government didn't know how to issue currency, therefore common money was gradually disappearing. Rice then became the primary unit of exchange. The control of rice fields became the primary source of income for families. In Japan, deforestation came from people using logs for construction. Due to the lack of woods, basins were created in the ground to get salt from water that has evaporated. The Heian period was a great period of time.